Welcome back to my channel, Chris's Caribbean Delights. And today I just want to share some information with you that has been given to me and shared with me, which is helping me quite a bit. Now, we're going to talk about vegetables, starchy vegetables and non-starchy vegetables. Those are the vegetables we're going to talk about. And and this is good to know because if you have somebody's on the borderline of diabetes, or they are a full diabetic, type 2 diabetes, and you're scrambling to know what to cook for them. Take for instance, you're looking for leafy vegetables, and you need to have leafy vegetables. So, but which ones do you have? You don't know which ones you do. Which ones are starchy, or which ones are not starchy, or you want other vegetables and you don't know which ones are starchy and which ones are not starchy. Okay, so I'm going to just try to clear that up for you right now. Okay, vegetable differences. We are talking non-starchy vegetables and starchy vegetables. Okay, you may need to get a pen and write some of this stuff down. Okay, I'm going to give you four non-starchy vegetables right now, and there's a whole list of them, but we're just going to talk about four of them right now, and I'm going to give you four starchy vegetables, which you can have, but just a little portion of it. Now, the first one I would say is spinach. Spinach is a non-starchy vegetable. You can eat a whole lot of spinach. It doesn't do your sugar. It doesn't do your A1C any problem. It doesn't give you any problem with your sugar, because it's not starchy. Collard greens. We've been cooking collard greens. Our ancestors been cooking collard greens, for years, and they've been eating that, on a constant basis. And I guess they knew, what the value of collard greens. Collard greens are non-starchy. They're not starchy at all. Romaine lettuce, not starchy. You can have salads. You can have a whole bunch of salads, but what you mix it with, that's what you're gonna have a problem with. It depends on what you put in your salad. But we're gonna go to that. That's another video. Now, romaine lettuce. So you have spinach, you have collard greens, you have romaine lettuce, and Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts, non-starchy. Those little cabbagey looking things, they are good for you. And a lot of people don't like them because there's a little bitter in the flavor. And if you cut them in half, I'm going to tell you how to cook them now. If you cut them in half, put them in the oven, put some butter and sprinkle some salt and pepper on there, and just put them in the oven for at least 30 to 40 minutes, and they get nice and roasted. They'll be delicious, and you'll love them. Anyway, so Brussels sprouts, asparagus, that long stringy thing that everybody is like scared about. Asparagus, it's very good for you. It's non-starchy. You can have as much asparagus as you want, and it does your body good. Kale. Everybody runs from kale. That stuff is like, you gotta chew it forever and all that. No, you don't. If you cut the kale up really small, really thin, and you put it in there with some butter, garlic, and some oil, and to cook it for 5 or 10 minutes, it gets really soft, and you can have it. Kale, another non-starchy vegetable, leafy vegetable that you can have. Now, okay, I've been down the list there. I think I did like 6 of them. Now, starchy. Let's go to starchy. The ones that are starchy that you cannot have a lot of, let's start with the butternut squash. Butternut squash is a starchy vegetable, and you can just have maybe a cup or a cup or a cup or a half a cup, depending on what you're having it with. Okay? So butternut squash is a starchy vegetable. You have to watch the amount you're eating. Acorn squash is also a starchy vegetable, and you'll have to watch the amount you're eating. You these starchy vegetables, you can go for maybe half a cup or maybe 1 cup, depending on if you know what your plate is going to look like and what protein you're going to have. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are good, but they are a little starchy. So you have to watch how much of a sweet potato. One sweet potato baked, fine. You can have that with a protein and with a whole bunch of non-starchy vegetables, and you're good. Um, Potatoes, the regular potatoes, like the white potatoes, the Irish potatoes, or whatever other potatoes there are, those are starchy. So one of those, or maybe a cup, depending on how you cook it, a cup mashed or whatever, um, just a cup, and don't go crazy eating 2 and 3 potatoes. Um, Parsnips, we don't usually, well, a lot of us don't usually go for parsnips. We just skip it over. But parsnips are also starchy. So if you do like parsnips, just go very, just watch the amount you eat. Peas, like green peas, yellow peas, whatever peas, that you like. Just a cup. Those are starchy also. Okay. Carrots. Carrots are starchy, especially when you cook them. If you cook the carrots, they get more starchy. If you eat the carrots raw, it's a different situation. But that's something you can Google and find out. But carrots are starchy, especially when you cook them. Okay? Cooked carrots. Pumpkin. Pumpkin is starchy, and you have to know how much you're eating. The taro root, which is another root vegetable, that's a starchy root. Some people love taro root and they cook it all the time. So you just gotta watch what you're doing. Now, and plantains, one of my favorites. I was told I cannot eat a whole plantain. I just have to eat a half of a plantain. I would boil a plantain in the morning, then I would just eat the whole thing. But you can't. If once you're on that diabetic thing and you want to keep your A1C to a certain level, you have to cut down on those things. So I had to cut down to half a plantain because I love plantains in the morning with my breakfast, and stuff like that. So cassava is another very starchy vegetable, which you have to look for, and you just need a quarter cup or a half a cup of cassava. However you cut it, what you just gotta make sure that it's a half a cup or a cup, just a half a cup. Um, so now there are some other vegetables. Let's go back to non-starchy vegetables. So let's now we're going back to non-starchy vegetables. Non-starchy vegetables. You have broccoli. Broccoli, it's a winner all around. You just got to know how to cook it, and you just put it in there. You can eat it raw. You can eat it half cooked, or you can cook the hell out of it. Broccoli is broccoli. Cabbage, it steams well, it fries well, it boils well, it does everything. Cabbage it's like a universal kind of a vegetable that you can just have at any time. Okay. Peppers, red peppers, I mean bell peppers, yellow bell peppers, green bell peppers, those are non-starchy. You can have as much as those as you want. Cucumbers are good for everything. Cucumbers, you can have as much cucumbers as possible. You can juice those cucumbers and have them, and you can do great things with them. Eggplants are fantastic. You can roast them, you can fry them, you can do a lot of stuff with eggplants. Eggplants are also non-starchy, a non-starchy vegetable. And cauliflower is also a non-starchy vegetable. Cauliflower, artichokes. Artichokes are also a non-starchy vegetable. Zucchini, that zucchini squash is beautiful. You can do several things with the zucchini squash. And I'm going to stop there for now. But I'm going to come back another day and I'm going to continue this list. And so I don't want to just crowd you out with a whole bunch of other stuff, whole bunch of stuff that you really can't remember. But if you go over my video, you get a pen and you just write these things down and you'll be fantastic. You'll be able to make a plate. Make a plate for yourself with some broccoli or cauliflower, a piece of protein and a piece of starchy vegetable, and that plate is not going to be more than 450 or 500 calories. You know what I mean? So if you can do that and you can enjoy it, your life would be much better, because that is what I had to do. I had to change my whole eating and my whole lifestyle. My eating lifestyle, I should say. I had to change my eating lifestyle. So I do like 2 or 3 leafy vegetables that are non-starchy. I do one vegetable that is starchy, maybe a potato or a sweet potato or whatever, and then I do a protein that I like. I do a protein that I like, and then you can even go for a salad with a little bit of some raw carrots and some romaine lettuce, and your plate is going to be beautiful, and it's not going to be more than 500 calories at any point. So let's try that, and tell me in the comments how it works for you. It has worked for me, and I'm doing fine. So let's go there and get our A1Cs on a level that is healthy eating again. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.